Hey man, this whole conversation about SPAZA shops, illegal foreigners opening SPAZA shops, everyone is entering the conversation. Panyaza Lesufi is sending a strong warning to all SPAZA shop owners, and not just foreigners, all SPAZA shops owners, because he's the premier of Gauteng, and all of these things happening in Gauteng, in Soweto, in the East Rand, in Alexandra, allegedly kids dying after consuming poisonous food or expired snacks from foreigners. So it has to get traction from Panyaza. But I want you to listen to something, because it's sending a warning to all the metros, and not just to all the metros, to all the wards, to all the communities. It's coming for everything, it's coming for everyone. And you better listen to this, and you better understand what it's saying, because this man, I don't think, is playing. Listen to this.
All municipalities now in our province will adopt those bylaws, which simply means that there is a uniform approach across the province. You don't have a different bylaw in another municipality, and next door is a different bylaw. So we have now accepted that draft gazette by the National Department of COPTA. It's going to all municipalities, going through the processes, and immediately after that will be adopted by the council meetings, and we have a uniform approach, which makes it easier for law enforcement agencies to then monitor and deal with law enforcement. The next resolution that we have taken is the registration of businesses. All businesses, especially those that are affecting the issue of our children, have to re-register afresh. So there is a uniform form. MEC Maile, who is the MEC responsible for economic development, is meeting with all MMCs, that is, members of municipal council, executive councils, tomorrow, to then develop a template that will ensure that there's re-registration. And re-registration means exactly that, re-registration, especially those that have not registered their businesses in our communities. And that's the process that will also assist to empower those that wants to open or operate businesses, but they don't have the financial muscle or the facilities for them to run those businesses. So MEC Maile tomorrow with all the MMCs are meeting. They will then provide that template and that registration process. We are now formally, which is the next resolution that we've taken, formally calling for sectors that operate in this space of informal trading to meet with us. So we're going to have the executive mayors, MMCs, speakers, MECs, the premier. We're going to deploy ourselves in all communities to share the message that I was sharing with you, amplify the message, but also release a communication a strategy that we have just adopted. So the communication strategy will indicate areas of messaging, the target groups, and where we really believe we need to strengthen our intervention. So we've adopted that communication strategy, and now we've agreed that all the MECs, MMCs, executive mayors will be deployed in our communities to conduct community meetings. And in all those community meetings, we will meet with the stakeholders that are involved. This include your informal traders association, business forums, but our approach is to broaden the consultation to include community-based civic organizations, churches, taxi associations, and many institutions that wants to contribute on this subject. So we're going to have those mass meetings immediately after the councils have adopted the resolutions that we've spoken about. The last aspect, which is crucial now, it's law enforcement. Those that don't comply, we've given the mandate to law enforcement agencies to move with speed. There is a meeting of all law enforcement agencies every Tuesday. We'll have targeted raids, and we'll also close the shops that don't comply. But there's a process of closing those shops that will attend to and utilize the law enforcement agencies. So we've agreed then we'll meet every Saturday to take stock, and then we'll brief you on Sundays on the resolutions that we have taken, so that we follow this matter until we are dead sure that we don't have this situation arising in our communities. So this is what I call problem one on SPAZA shop. Problem two is on water. We're having a serious problem of water in our province. We need to reduce the consumption of water immediately, or else the system will not be in a position to assist us to distribute water in our province. We met with the Minister of Water and Sanitation this morning. We started with the first municipality, which was Johannesburg. We gave Johannesburg the opportunity to present their intervention plan. They've done that. So we're meeting with Tshwane later this week, and Ekurhuleni and the district municipalities. This is a serious, serious matter. The numbers that Rand Water and the National Minister have given us are indicating that the interventions or restrictions that we've introduced thus far are not yielding the desired outcome. We need another form of intervention immediately. And that is why we want to go municipality by municipality so that the situation can be arrested. So we want to apologize to those communities that are going through difficulties as we speak now, that are without water, and I know there are areas that are prolonged, that have not been they didn't have water for quite some time. We want to intervene, and that is why we need each and every municipality to give us a plan and adopt their plan and implement that plan. And also the law enforcement agencies to come on board to assist us on these matters. This is what we felt that we need to share with you. If you've got questions, all of us are here. We'll be in a position to respond to those questions. Can I leave it with you for you? No, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
No, thank you very much, Premier. Thanks.
I know Panyaza and Lesufi bafethu. So I agree with him. The SPAZA shops, doesn't matter a South African or a foreigner, must be regulated. And it's not just foreigners who are operating illegal SPAZAs that are not regulated. Even South Africans, their SPAZA shops, majority of them, they are not regulated. They don't pay taxes. They don't follow up with the CIPC as submitting their tax returns. They're not doing that, submitting their financial statements. They're not doing that. And those who say they're doing that, ask them to show you the proof that they're really doing that. So I agree. Everyone must be investigated. All SPAZA shop owners, all land owners who rent these SPAZA shops must be investigated for documents for the business. Do you register this SPAZA shop? Is it registered in the CIPC and things like that? So it is what it is, you know. It's a good initiative, and I agree with this man. This thing must be done, and it must be done very quick. But it is what it is. Thank you very much.